Did you know that in the US, an estimated 6.3 million animals enter the shelter each year, and 1 million of those animals will be euthanized? This is the reality of not properly spaying and neutering our pets, and in today's speech, I will discuss why you should spay and neuter your animal. I'm a veterinary technician. I have been in the field for 2.5 years, and I also volunteer at the shelter. So not only do I deal with the medical aspect of things, I also deal with the impact of not spaying and neutering your pets. I do assist in surgery, so I see animals get spayed and neutered all the time. So yeah, today I'm going to discuss how spaying and neutering results in lower number of homeless pets in the shelter or on the streets, has many health benefits, and can be done easily thanks to multiple different resources. So let's jump right into it. First, why does sterilization matter? As stated prior, 6.3 million animals are in the shelter. That is not okay. There is no reason for that many animals to be in the shelter. Spaying and neutering reduces that number and can then help the older animals find homes easier. Spaying and neutering has a variety of health benefits. For example, there was a study done that found that intact dogs, so ones that are not spayed and neutered, lived 7.9 years, and sterilized dogs lived an average of 9.4 years. So clearly, spaying and neutering your dog is awesome because it lengthens their life significantly, and we all want our pets to live longer. We love them. We want them to live longer. So definitely spay and neuter your pets. All right. First, I'm going to discuss why you should spay your pet. So, what is a spay? A spay is where you remove the ovaries, the fallopian tubes, and the uterus in a female patient. There are many different health benefits to this, so we're going to discuss them. It was found in a Banfield Pet Hospital study that spayed female cats live an average of 39% longer, and spayed female dogs live an average of 23% longer. So again, it lengthens their life. The reason for this is because spayed dogs and cats cannot develop a pyometra. A pyometra is an infection of the uterus, and an infection of the uterus is lethal. If you do not get your animal spayed or have emergency surgery done, which is an emergency spay, the infection will slowly kill them. Pyometras are very common in older, intact female patients. The more heat cycles they go through, the higher chance of developing certain cancers like mammary tumors or reproductive cancers. So spaying will completely eliminate that, although if your pet is spayed later in life, they can still develop some mammary tumors. So yeah. In cats, there are behavioral benefits to spaying them. So a cat goes into heat every 2 weeks, and they are very annoying when they are in heat. They're very vocal, they're very loving, and they want to be outside all the time. So your indoor-only cat that is not spayed will constantly be trying to escape because they're trying to look for a mate. Very annoying. Spaying them will completely reduce this behavior. So yeah, there are some lifestyle benefits to spaying your dog or cat. Dogs go into heat 2 to 3 times a year. It depends on the dog. And as a result, they will bleed for about 1 to 3 weeks. So they can bleed for up to a month. And basically what that means is you have to keep a diaper on them and clean them up constantly. Or you have to just let them freely bleed all over your house, which is not fun. And then you also have to keep them away from male dogs during this time. So overall, if you get them spayed, you won't have to deal with this, and then you don't have to worry about them getting blood all over your nice fancy couch. Spaying your cat will completely eliminate the behavior of wanting to escape and go outside and meow constantly and bother you 24/7. The other lifestyle benefit of spaying your dog or cat is you don't have to deal with emergency surgeries such as the pyometra surgery or mammary tumor surgery or cancer treatment, or for example a C-section. If your dog or cat does get pregnant and they cannot get their puppies or kittens out, they'll need a C-section. So this all eliminates that for you. You won't have to worry about it as much. The point is why you should neuter your pet. There are some health benefits to neutering your pet, and basically those are that intact male dogs can develop reproductive cancer as well. Another common problem in them is that they can get an enlarged prostate, which results in them being unable to urinate, which can also become an emergency situation. In male dogs, there are behavioral benefits to neutering them, as well as in cats. Intact male animals are a lot more likely to become aggressive, territorial, fight with other male animals. They are more likely to hump, mark, and wander. That's a big thing. Intact male animals love to wander because they're looking for something to mate with. There are some lifestyle benefits to neutering your pet. Primarily is that you don't have to deal with all these behavioral problems. The sooner you get them neutered, the less likely it is you'll have to deal with these behavioral issues, although sometimes they do still persist. It really does depend on the pet. And then you also won't have to deal with so much wandering with your animal. So there is that. And then I did want to discuss real fast why not neutering and spaying your pet is illogical based off of some people's reasons. One is cost. You either have to spay and neuter your pet and do that cost up front, or you pay for all the emergency surgeries that come later in life. You kind of have to outweigh the benefits there, and at the end of the day, taking on an animal is a responsibility no matter what, and if you can't afford to get them spayed and neutered, you should not have a pet. Some people have a fear of anesthesia. You can do diagnostics beforehand to ensure that your pet is healthy before surgery, and then also find a surgeon that you are confident in their skills. Some people want to have a litter of cute puppies or kittens because that's a fun thing that people love to talk about. You know, oh, I want to breed my lab with another lab because I want to have one litter of cute puppies. There's no reason to do this. There are so many animals in the shelter. Just don't. And also, puppies are very, very, very expensive to take care of. You have to pay for vaccinations, deworming, puppy food, and to find them new homes, and that can become difficult. There are some health concerns that people have with spaying and neutering their pets, and that is more justifiable. And if you feel that way, as in you feel like keeping them an intact animal is more healthy for your pet, then you just need to make sure you're taking the necessary steps to making sure they don't reproduce. So yeah, for example, certain giant breed male dogs do best being left intact to about 2 years of age. This allows for them to develop proper bone density and bone structure, and yeah, just discuss it with your veterinarian. Next, how to get your pet spayed and neutered. 1, you need to become established at a veterinary hospital. You should already have this done for vaccinations and flea and tick prevention, as well as any lab work or illness that is going on. So if you're confident in your veterinarian, then you can schedule an appointment to have surgery done with them, and that's the easiest way to get it done. If cost is a problem and you don't want to pay for surgery that at a normal price, you can look into spay and neuter clinics. They often offer a lower cost spay and neuter. If you have a lot of outdoor cats where they are kind of feral and not really interactive with you, there are TNR programs, which is trap, neuter, release programs. Basically, people will come in and trap your feral cats or your stray cats or your unfriendly cats outside, and then they will take them, get them spayed and neutered, clip their ear, and then return them. So yeah. And then if you don't want to have them fully spayed and neutered, there are some other options out there. There is a hysterectomy, vasectomy, or ovariectomy that you can do, but you will have to find a surgeon that is willing to do those because they are not as common to be done in dogs and cats. And there's also chemical sterilization where you give them some form of medication. This is not common in the US and is not approved, so you can only do this in like Europe, basically. But that option is out there if you travel abroad. So yeah. In conclusion, everyone should spay and neuter their pets. There is no reason not to. Sterilizing your pet has so many benefits: health benefits, behavioral benefits, lifestyle benefits. In conclusion, please, if your pet is intact, be a responsible pet owner and schedule an appointment to have him or her spayed/neutered. Please have this done. And if you plan on getting a pet but don't think you'll be able to afford that surgery, look into the shelters because they already come fully vaccinated and spayed and neutered, or don't get a pet because you need to be responsible. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end this. Thank you guys for watching my speech.